All right, welcome back to another episode of the JT Exchange podcast, where we fill you in on all that is SU track and field. Today, I'm joined by a couple of athletes. Nico Lulewich, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing very well. And Sophia Bostwick, how are you?
Good.
You're doing good. All right, so we going to go over this past weekend's meet. Both you guys competed at Bucknell, had some amazing performances. But first, let's get to know you guys a little bit. Sophia, we'll start with you. Why don't you, where are you from? What's your name? What's your major?
Okay, so I am Sophia Bostwick. I am from Sewell, New Jersey, and I am a Physics 3+2 major, with my 2 being in civil engineering.
Yeah, pretty unique. She's going to leave us a year early, but go on to another school and start her career sooner than she would if she would have had to go to traditional school. What events do you participate in?
I am a distance runner and a pole vaulter.
Yeah, you heard that. She does both. From day one, we told her it was going to be an issue, and she just continues to try to, prove us wrong, right?
That's the goal.
She's resilient, that's for sure. And Nico, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Nikolai Lulewich. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I'm a sophomore international business major with a minor in finance. And
What events?
I was originally a multi here, but after an injury in the indoor season, I've kind of focused more on the hurdles, 110s, 400 hurdles, some sprinting.
Nico is still a multi. He's just in his hurdle phase of life right now.
Yes.
Which is good. But let's get into this past weekend. So we was a little different than most weeks. Only a select group of athletes really, could participate just because of the way the schedule fell. Saturday, the Bucknell Bison Outdoor Classic is usually their distance carnival. Anyone that wants to do well in a 10K or a 5K usually comes to Bucknell, and we're talking all divisions 1, 2, and 3. So we had 4 athletes compete during the weekend on Saturday, with Sophia, yourself in the 10K, Allison in the 10K, Evander ran a 5K, and then we also had Derek run the 10K.
Yes.
So some great performances. I know Allison qualified for the regional championships.
And that was actually her first ever 10K.
Yes.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy up there. I mean, she ran in the unseeded section, so it was I think 4:30 in the afternoon or whatever. But you ran. What time did you run?
Oh, I actually ended up running at 9:30.
Yeah, 9:30.
Which was definitely PM, which was definitely a culture shock for me.
Yeah, it's a little different. I know Derek, his race went off at 10:15.
Yeah,
the time it actually started.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And it always baffles me. I understand they want it to be cooler for the athletes because it was pretty warm Saturday, so it was good that they were able to run when it was cooler out. But you do all your long runs and usually you're up at 6 a.m. Going for your runs. But you know what? We're going to make this really important race. We're going to put it at 10 o'clock at night. But it didn't seem to faze you. Why don't you tell us how you did?
I did pretty well. I did a lot better than I thought I was going to do. I PR'd by quite a bit, which was really nice. But
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes, which is
3
awesome.
minutes.
She's being modest. She broke a school record from 2018. She ran amazing. We're very, very proud of you. There's only one critique that McGuire and I both had, and that was that she had long sleeves on. But she was good.
Yeah.
She did well, so congratulations.
Thank you.
It was really, you'll probably run one more 10K. That's it, if that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay with it being done on that. But
it's only the second one you've run, correct?
This was actually the third. I ran 2 last year, I believe, and the first time I did it was a workout, and then the second time I did it was at Champs, which is such a tactical race, because it's the first big distance event, and nobody takes it super, normally they don't take it out super hard. I remember we went out in 7 flat, which is crazy to think about.
Very, very slow at Champs, for sure. And then in other competition, Evander, he's still coming back, from being sick. So he got out there in the 5K. It was still pretty warm when him and Allison ran. And then Derek, other than probably 5 or 6 laps in the middle, ran phenomenal.
Yeah, he did amazing. I honestly, it's impressive. And to get out there at 10:15 at night, it's crazy. And the field was extremely competitive. So
I think there was 43, 46 runners in his race or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe 43 in mine and then 46 in his.
Yeah.
But insane.
Huge fields, but he did really well. he missed the school record by 9 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he knew that while he was running. I'm sure he was.
You never really know when you're running that long. It's like it all becomes a little blur.
Yeah. But he's gonna probably go after it again at regionals, and hopefully they'll get good temps there.
Yeah.
But Saturday, great success. Really proud of you guys. And then Sunday, we took a small group of sprinters up there as well. Nico, you were part of that group. We had, the 4x1 got out, improved their time on the season. It was early for them. We talk about distance running late. They ran fairly early. It was still a little chilly in the morning up there. And then we had some success, in the 110s and in some other sprints. But Nico, you had a great day. You set personal bests in both events.
Mm-hmm.
I know the 110s is only like 400s or so.
Yeah, it's a small one, but they all matter.
But the 4 hurdles, huge accomplishment for you. You ran under 56 for the first time, regional qualifying. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, the last few weeks in training and how you've been able to continue to improve in those hurdling events?
Yeah. So I think it's been very interesting kind of coming off the indoor season with a lot of, 400 running and stuff. And I think while we were doing that in a lot of training, I think that's really helped with the 400 hurdles, coming outside and then applying it to the actual hurdles. With the 110s, coming off a really good indoor season with the 60, it's been great to just kind of work with, the likes of Calder and Carter. And it's been awesome to just be really pushed and motivated by them to be the best I can be in the 110s. And they've truly, truly helped push me to that limit and to go even further and hopefully in the future when coming up with champs and stuff. And the training with Coach Weir is always fun because he really is so good at what he does. And as much as maybe some people might have a longer period of time where they don't see development that they want to see, it will all eventually come. I know that was something I was personally thinking about last year coming into this year with the 4 hurdles. When is it going to be my time that I'm going to really start to experience that change in ability? And I think just it's a testament to how hard we work in practice and the effort we put in and out of practice and cooling down and making sure our bodies are right, along with, like I said, just great coaching. And I think the mentality of a 4 hurdler, having someone like Mason come in and just be really good at it, but he's just so strong and powerful at so many other events, to kind of have him come in, be so good at it as another person to look up to is great, especially considering he's a captain as well. And that race was really fun, running together with him. I never thought we'd get the chance to, but it was awesome to see him there with me. And I think he really did help me push.
It was a lot of fun to watch. You and Mason, they were in the same heat.
Mm-hmm.
Mason did not fall this time, and he ran a high 54, I think it was.
Yeah.
I know you guys are hearing everybody behind you. You actually can't hear it on the broadcast, so we can hear it a little bit. But don't worry, you won't really hear it once it goes out. It is a little distracting.
It's fun.
The field goal
awesome.
Kicker behind me hit
it's
the
kind of
goalpost
funny.
20 times.
Oh, yeah.
You keep hearing it. But Sophia, why don't you tell us about the distance group and how you guys have grown throughout the year since cross and what it means to you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love our distance group. It's phenomenal. From the beginning, cross is so connected. I think, especially with the men's and women's team, I feel like we all work very well together. And McGuire is phenomenal at what he does. I mean, he has us in such a great routine that I just always know what I'm doing, and I always know the plan. And I think this is the first year that I think we've really stepped up on mileage, and especially for me, I know that Derek has been grinding out mileage, and so has Evander, but I think this is the first year that I think I really stepped it up in that department, and I'm just really seeing the payoff now in these next few races these past few races and everything. And I mean, the distance ladies team, I mean, they're phenomenal. They work so well together. They're so in tune. Even when one of them's having a bad day, the other ones pick each other up, and it always you get amazing races and amazing workouts where you see everyone PRing in almost every race that we like step in. It's very unique.
Yeah, I agree. It's fun. I know particularly the women's group has always been very close, but this year's it seemed pretty special. I think for the women's distance group. And hurdles is always strong here. I think everything you said kind of nails it on the head. Coach Weir's very good at what he does, and hopefully that continues for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
But let's transition a little bit to this weekend. Forecast for the weekend is looking very nice. Mid-70s, a little windy, but sunny, no rain in the forecast, which is nice as we go down to Moravian. Sophia, you're looking to do a different event this weekend, right?
Yeah, so this hopefully will be the first time that I try, at least collegiately, the steeplechase. So I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous and a little excited for you as well. We got a couple others on the men's side that are also going to try the steeple out for the first time. Nico, do you even know what you're doing this weekend?
I don't actually know.
You are going to do the 400 hurdles and the 4x4.
Oh.
Yes.
Throwing me in there.
Yes, but you'll be able to run the 4 hurdles fresh.
Cool.
Which is nice.
Cool.
But we're
like
excited.
Moravian.
Yeah, we're trying to get as many people to go as possible.
Yeah.
I know we've had the travel limits this year, but we added a van, and we're going to take some people up to Misericordia, so some of the throwers that don't get to compete every weekend. So pretty much every healthy individual is going to be able to travel, which is nice.
It's awesome.
It's not always the case. Budgets are real. You guys don't know the stress we get put under as coaches on a weekly basis with budgets. But I'm really excited. We've got two more weeks to really qualify, move up that list for champs. Is there any event other than your own that you're excited to watch this weekend? Nico, we'll start with you.
Ooh, that's a great question. I think honestly, the steeplechase is definitely one, and to see you do it will be really cool.
Are you rooting for people to be successful or to fail?
I'm rooting for people to be successful, but if there's a couple falls into
that's part of the game,
it'll be fun to watch. But I think that, and I think just a lot of the I don't know if Sully's running or not, but I think to see him, I know he's really trying to push down those times and climb up in the landmark and stuff. I think just to see the team overall really come together towards the end of the season and just kind of get to their best level where they're extremely confident in themselves and the entire environment that we have here, and just be ready to kick some ass at champs,
Yeah, I'm excited. Moravian's always a good meet.
Mm-hmm.
So all the events do tend to do well. Sprints tend to be a little better because they can reverse everything there, and it's going to be a good win for sprints. But Sophia, what are you excited to see?
400 hurdles, I think, is a really interesting one. I haven't had the chance to really watch it, so I would really like to watch it. But I also love watching javelin. I think javelin is so cool. I used to do it in high school, and obviously, I wasn't good enough to pursue it more, but I just love watching it. I think it's really impressive.
Yeah, and it's nice in Moravian. It's right next to the track.
Yeah,
so
I'm really excited.
It's a little far away. Let's do...
You think she should be multi?
Yeah, sure.
I'd have to make a different multi.
I'm not going to tell her no.
Completely different.
If I tell her no, she's going to prove me wrong. Right? Some rapid questions. Nico, what's your favorite post-meet meal?
Ooh, post-meet meal. I would say, honestly, I love it for a pre-meet too, but I think Chipotle is always...
Chipotle.
It's just great. It's
chicken
awesome.
Or steak?
Both.
Yeah.
It's nice and filling. Or going out to Longhorn or something like that with some friends on the team and stuff. It's always, can't beat that.
All right, Sophia, same question.
I'm definitely a Texas Roadhouse person. I love Texas Roadhouse rolls all the way.
Are you the type that just fills up on rolls and takes the dinner for tomorrow?
No. I feel like I eat my dinner there because I feel like I do really like the dinner that I get there. So, you know.
What is, Sophia, we'll start with you on this one. What's your favorite memory so far as a student athlete here?
Okay.
If you can narrow it down.
There's so many, but I think probably my favorite is my freshman year. We did a camping trip during cross-country preseason.
That was your freshman year?
Yes.
No, that feels like Hayden was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was around. Like, my freshman year, Hayden was around.
Oh, my goodness. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So my freshman, when we went camping, that was so cool. I feel like that was just such, like, a unique experience, and it was, like, the first time that you really get to, like, spend with the team, and on top of that, you get to do it in a tent. So, you know.
Not everybody would agree with that, but I think I do remember that was fun. I did not sleep in a tent, not because I wouldn't sleep in a tent. I've gone tent camping many, many times. It just worked out that I had a cabin because we needed the space to cook food in, is really what it came down to. And Nico, what about you? What's one of your favorite, experience or?
I would say my favorite experience has to be Outdoor Champs last year. I think just the sheer energy that was like the culture here, the environment from the entire team. You were extremely pumped up that year. And I think no matter if it was on the female side or the male side, we were really going for the best we could do, the greatness we could do. And it culminated up into a really great meet for both sides. And of course, becoming second-time landmark champs was incredible. And I think just the whole team was so connected in this just amazing way that we all pushed each other to the limits. And I think that's the beauty of D3 sports with the, having the academics, which I'm extremely grateful for here, and the beauty to compete at such a high level. I think it really means a lot to me. So something like that is just my perfect time.
Yeah, that was good. I did challenge you guys to get the scoring record, and you did it. So.
And you jumped in the
just over there. I jumped in the steeple. We're gonna finish with one thing with Sophia. Going to give you the mic for a second. If you have anything to say to your family, this is going to be your last few weeks here at SU. I know this is putting you on the spot.
Wow.
I think I'm just eternally grateful for everything that they do for me. I mean, they're so supportive. They come to like almost every meet that they possibly can. It's honestly wild, and I'm just so grateful for them. And also, I'm just so grateful for the coaches that I've had. I mean, you've been amazing. On top of that, like, McGuire has worked with me so hard and to get me to where I am. And same with Coach Goodspeed, who's really helped me grow in pole vault. And I'm really, really appreciative of everybody in this experience.
Well, we appreciate you. I know I'm not the easiest coach to be an athlete for at times, but we appreciate you. It's been a lot of fun. I'm excited to see where the next few weeks takes all of us here for the rest of the season, but I do thank you guys for joining me today. It wasn't that bad, was it?
No.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. You're all scared at first. But this has been the, I gotta find my little thing here, my cursor. This has been the JT Exchange podcast here. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, and join us next time. Bye.